If you really want to learn a niche, you have to do it like this. A lot of sellers will sleep on this app connection. It's showing us a multitude of information that we used to have to manually sift through. Then it's translating it to us in plain English. Today, I'm going to pick apart an entire niche in 10 minutes or less. The part that's going to save you time, money, and hassle is finding valuable sub-niches that will allow you to hyper-target and dominate whatever you choose to sell. And by the end, you'll know how to understand your niche 1,000 times better, sell to underserved sections of your niche, and dominate before your competitors do. Sup everybody, Dave here. Check the description for helpful links like the free prompt library and the free Etsy ads cheat sheet, as well as my Add to Cart SEO app that does all your titles, tags, and descriptions for you, does all the research for you so that AI can find you, as well as a free 10-minute call if you would like to work with me directly one-on-one. So we're going to be working out of the prompt library. Like I said, it's all in there. It's a workflow that I've created for you. You want to connect Etsy first, obviously. You want to hit the plus icon. You want to go to more, then you go to add sources, then you go to apps, then you go to connect more, and you hit add more, then you search for Etsy. That connects it directly into ChatGPT so it can do searches for you like this. So the first one, Etsy. Show me a broad overview of the custom pet memorial gifts and personalized pet keepsakes niche. Include common product types, buyer types, occasions, aesthetics, and product formats. Now, this is what I like to add in to this. And you can change the number, but this really gets it to work for you. It's pretty crazy. Just say search in Etsy at least 4 times to get a really strong understanding. And it will literally search 4 separate times. And it will tell you all of its thinking and reasoning. Make sure you're on the extended thinking mode. That makes the answers 10 times better. The instant mode is not good. It just spits out whatever it thinks it will answer you or is satisfactory. You want it to actually think. That way you could read its reasoning. So it starts talking to me. It starts searching it. You can plug in any niche into the prompts that are in the prompt library. We're doing this one because there are so many sub niches of the pet memorial or pet gift in general. It starts talking to me after the first search here. Early pattern already showing this niche is not one product. It's an emotional memory ecosystem. The big buckets so far are photo keepsakes, fur or ashes storage, glowing memorial decor, outdoor garden, tributes, plaques, frames, and rainbow bridge symbolism. So it's recognizing that there's lots of different facets to this niche. And with any niche that you might be researching, it's often the case that way. So you don't want to just go in blind and try to sell everything. The whole goal here is to find a sub niche that you think is a little underserved or that you think you could really improve upon, and then you take that direction. Then maybe later you can branch off into those other sub niches or subcategories, whatever you want to call it. But first, dominate or do well in a subcategory so that way you can gain momentum and then branch off after that. It searches a second time here. It's continuing its search. You could even change this prompt, honestly, to tell it what to search each time, like the keyword phrases, but it's doing its own work here. It's searching multiple times, and then it starts talking to us. I searched Etsy 4 different ways: custom pet memorial gifts, pet loss sympathy, dog cat memorial, custom pet portrait memorial keepsake, pet ashes, fur keepsake memorial box urn. Now I did the memorial one, but you could honestly do just custom pet gifts. And I guarantee you'll find a ton of different sub niches there as well, because you have like the custom portraits, you have the custom shirts, and then the custom, literally anything that is either a custom photo or a custom text on those products. So there's a lot of sub niches there. You could use it for that. Big picture, the custom pet memorial gifts niche is not just pet gifts. It's a grief, remembrance, sympathy, and emotional keepsake niche. Already said that in its thinking and reasoning, but this is the final report just from that one prompt, mind you. We're going to give it multiple follow-up prompts that are all in the prompt library that's in the description. The buyer is usually trying to do one of these 5 things. This is a very important thing to understand for you specifically when you're researching a niche, because you want to understand what the buyer wants to accomplish, not just what they want to buy. Keep the pet physically close, preserve a memory, comfort somebody grieving, create a display tribute, turn the pet's photo, name, ashes, fur, or collar into something permanent. So these are the common product types that it spits out. Photo-based memorial keepsakes, that's obvious, a photo one. But here are the ones that I didn't really think about right away when you say pet memorial. When you say pet memorial to me, I immediately think of just photos, portraits, and stuff like that. I don't think of fur, ashes, teeth, collar, and physical keepsake storage things. And that can be engraved wooden boxes, things like that. A lot of print-on-demand companies do have engraved wooden boxes now, or if you actually make them yourself, even better. Pet urns, pet memorial boxes, it just lays out a ton of different new things that you might not know of when you plug your niche in. Light, window, and rainbow products, that's like the colored glass things that you hang in your window. Wearable or portable memorial keepsakes, and it continues on. Buyer types. There's buyer types. It gave us everything we asked for, but Etsy spit out search results and ChatGPT did all the research for us. Maybe one day we won't need to use our brains at all. That might be a little bit scary, but here we are in ChatGPT still. Let's go to the next prompt because we want to see what else it can spit out. Etsy, based on those results, group the niche into subcategories based on buyer intent, not just product type. And then I added this on. This is not in the prompt library. You can add this on anytime. Search at least 4 times to really understand everything. It will, gauge how many times to search itself. I've put in things like this without that, and it's searched 3-4 times. I just like to say that because it really gets it to get a grasp on things. So it keeps going. 1 search, it starts talking, 2 searches, 3 searches, and then 4 searches. And then again, gives us huge intent and angles. This is where it gets really nice because it starts popping out keywords for us. Strong search language, phrases and keyword phrases, big lists of them. The best things in this category usually emphasize fast shipping, gift-ready packaging, personal message, gentle grief language, stuff like that. Okay, obviously, I need to keep a physical part of my pet close. That's one of their intents. And then it goes on, bunch more keywords, and it goes on and on. Now let's look at the next prompt that exposes this niche completely and saves us time, hours, energy, and, guessing ourselves. The highest opportunity subcategories: pet loss, sympathy gifts for friends, fur ashes, and collar keepsake, gives you more keyword phrases. 3, rainbow bridge, sun catchers, and wind chimes, minimalist premium pet memorial decor. So there's a lot of different categories that it gives us very easily. And if we stick to one of those lanes and not try to sell to everything, then the algorithm will likely pick us up easier rather than trying to sell everything all at once and getting no momentum at all. Etsy, for each subcategory, now we're picking apart each subniche. Explain what kind of buyer would be most likely to purchase and what problem, occasion, or desire is driving the purchase. Now, we started with like an intent-based prompt or niche, pet memorial, so we kind of know this. This will be more important for other niches. For us, it's very clear, but I just wanted to show it to you because this is in the prompt library and in the workflow that I created. Definitely grab it. Search at least 6 times. I really bumped it up this time, 6 times. So we had it searched 6 times, and it's really going after it once again. And then this is where it really gets good here at the end. I gave it a final prompt, and you can make your own final prompt. This one is not in the prompt library, but I just wanted it to wrap it all together for us because we want to understand things better. Etsy, now turn everything above into an actionable Etsy listing strategy. Tell me, strongest buyer intents worth targeting, the best product angles to test, rough Etsy title directions, keyword clusters grouped by buyer search behavior, first photo and mockup ideas, all this kind of stuff. This is actually going to take all that information that we just got and actually use it. Now, what I would do next is take the URL and pop it into AddToCartSEO. It's going to do literally everything for you. So you don't have to do the research. You don't have to do the title and tag creation. It's all within the scaffolding of this app that I spent hours and hours and hours of my blood, sweat, and tears on to make this tool that I wish I had 8 years ago. So you pop the URL in and it creates you 3 title and tag variations. A powerhouse fit is what I call it, safe reach and expansion, experimental reach and test. So powerhouse fit is the closest fit. Safe reach and expansion is close to what it originally was described as, but taking one step out of those niches or those types of languages and reaching into new buyer search results. And then experimental reach /test is reaching into completely new angles. And, with Etsy, I've noticed a lot of people doing better Not everybody with shorter titles, 15 words or below. So that's why I added this 14-word max tool. It helps create everything for you. And then the tags are mirrored and expanded on in the tags perfectly. All done for you. Just hit copy. And it also creates a description for you. You can regenerate the description if you'd like, but it has all the keywords from most of those 3 variants all done for you. And then obviously you can hit copy and edit it to your own liking. I highly recommend that because you want to make sure that it feels like you. You don't want to just blindly copy and paste, which you can. It's good to go. But that is the workflow that I would follow. Using the Etsy app connection, exposing a niche, breaking it down, then deciding what sub niche you want to sell to, then just redoing the titles and tags even better. So check the description for helpful links like my AddToCartSEO app, the prompt library that I shared today, as well as the free Etsy Ads cheat sheet. I hope you have a beautiful day. God bless.